Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here. Stopped off for a little caffeine, heading to Knoxville, Tennessee. You, all of you, me, and of course, Abraham Lincoln is tagging along as well. Don't look at me that way. Whoa, check those out. Those are awesome. And the driver of that one is smoking a stogie. That's right, yeah, yeah. Oh, you guys are hugging, that's so cute. Abraham, yeah. What the heck am I doing? It's my second channel, daily vlog channel. It's the Daily Woo. It's interesting here in this strip mall parking lot. You know, just a couple shops over in the corner, there is one of those police security towers like you see in huge mall or theme park parking lots. There's one in this little teeny tiny strip mall. Why? Probably a good idea that I lock my doors. Got some new cruising tunes. You ever look at rock band photos and just laugh sometimes? For example, what is Steven Tyler doing here? Is he like passing gas or something? This one's even better. Look at this one. That is classic. Wow, look at that church. Architecture of that is awesome. Old school. There it is, straight ahead. The Sun Sphere. Look at that thing. The World's Fair Park. City of Knoxville. Let's take us back in time to 1982. This little micro SD card is lodged halfway in the compartment of where it normally sticks in. I can't get it out. I don't want to break it off. Come out of there, SD card. That is really irritating. Well, that stinks. It just snapped off. Look at that. It's bent sideways. So that footage is done. I guess I have to throw another card in, get some tweezers and pull that out, because whatever was on there is now history. Completely snapped off and lodged inside the port. How am I gonna get that out of there? Come out of there, come on, man. I really need some tweezers or something. It is wedged in there so far. I don't want to cause permanent damage to this thing either. I really hope they sell tweezers here. Two different kinds. We have square tip and slant tip. They're only $1 each. I'll get both of them. Shoved it up in there farther. Oh, I shoved it up in there farther now. Come out of there, man. The farther I would stick the tweezers in, the deeper the card would go. I just about gave up until this happened. I got you, you little son of a... God, I want to curse so bad right now. Where I am now parked in 1982 was a massive beehive of activity. Starting on May 1st of that year, this 70-acre plot of land was home to over 11 million visitors. And the Sun Sphere still remains as a remnant of those times. The future was at hand, and that is what the World's Fair was all about. Presidents were here, dignitaries were here, famous people were here, normal folk just like you and I were here to experience what the future had in store for us. Super cool. I wish I could have been here. I wasn't, but now I am in the future of the past, of things talking about the future. So kind of, in some weird way, my mind is blown right now. I'm like a real life Marty McFly. And check out this graffiti. Someone has the same opinion as I do. I believe this little amphitheater was also here in 1982. This is awesome. All right, I made it to the top of the sun sphere. Look down there. That's that fountain I was just standing by. This is definitely pretty cool. The fact that you're looking out the windows that you can't see in from the outside, but you can see out. They're kind of like one way. Maybe the glare of the sun from outside distracts you from seeing in. And there's President Reagan right here. Opening day. President Reagan was here. A construction photo of the sun sphere being built. Look at that. You can see inside back then. It's like a skeleton. As far as I can tell, there are only 3 things remaining from back then. The sun sphere, the amphitheater, and something that lies inside these doors. And there it is, a gigantic Rubik's Cube. Look at the size of that thing. This oversized model of the popular toy was designed by Hungarian architect Professor Erno Rubik. And don't quote me on this, but I think he was here in 1982 as well to give this to the city. I was always the worst at solving these things, even the little small ones. I just noticed the best sign ever is right here. No persons with diarrhea permitted in that. You know what, honey? I just had some of this leftover not good Salisbury steak. Let's go down to the World's Fair area and play in the fountain. Right across the street here is an old cemetery with a lot of history. Established in 1850, this is the Old Gray Cemetery. This is something I've never seen. A tombstone saying private property, no trespassing, Knox County Cemetery. That's weird. I've been to a lot of cemeteries in my travels, and very rarely do you see ones that are not mowed like this. Kind of bizarre. I'm also just now realizing there are a lot of homeless people in this cemetery just hanging out. This place is pretty creepy, even in the daytime. This place is seriously like something out of a creepy movie, especially when you add in the fact there's 2 guys back there in a truck that have been following me around. Not even kidding. Check out that old abandoned school, Knoxville High. I want to share a moment with you that begins by going in this store. Now, it's not the store itself that is important. It is what I'm going inside to purchase. Something you might own and have in your refrigerator right now. If not, you could go to pretty much any vending machine anywhere and they will have it in there, or any convenience store will have it on their shelves or in their cooler. And I first discovered this tasty beverage in 1985, a moment I will never forget. I was over at my friend's house and he said, "Come into my kitchen, I have something you have to try." We went into this closet area and he gave me one of these. The nectar of the heavens, Mountain Dew. Now the formula has changed very slightly since its incarnation. Now it's high fructose corn syrup instead of sugar. Guess where? Right here in Knoxville, about a half a mile down the road. I've got to pay my respects! Back in the day, there were 2 brothers who started a beverage company here in Knoxville, the Hartman Beverage Company. And the funny thing is, they started the flavor of Mountain Dew as a joke, just kind of a jest between brothers. But as its popularity grew in 1948, they patented this bad boy. And in 1966, a little company called Pepsi bought the rights to the drink, and the rest is history. But right there is where it all started. The Hartman Beverage Company. And it looks very similar as it did back in the day, there is nothing on the building signifying the history of Mountain Dew there. But that's where it began. That's the spot. It's crazy to think that one of the greatest sodas of all time started right in that building. This goes out to you, Mountain Dew. Drinking a Mountain Dew where it was first created. Oh, that's good. Another bucket list item achieved. Those guys think I'm insane. And I probably am a little bit. I like Mountain Dew, what can I say? When you hear the name Knoxville, Tennessee, you might think to yourself in some clever, funny way, what, does Johnny Knoxville live there? You're not too far off, because he did. Johnny's real name was Philip Clapp Jr., and his father owned this tire store right here. And as the story goes, his father would play practical jokes on him, which kind of gave him the love of pulling pranks. So when he decided to throw his hat in the show business ring, he changed his name to Johnny Knoxville. I gotta say, that sunset that's going through the clouds there, amazing. When you see a little place at the side of the road, it's the Love Shack! Love Shack, baby. Whoa, look at this. There's an airplane business right here. How cool is this? It's a barber shop in the shape of an airplane. And look, there's an airplane way up there that resembles this one. And from what I could tell, it used to be a gas station, because you can see where the gas pumps used to be. That's awesome.